Amy. I've got the assignment that you asked about here on the screen, and I'm going to go over the first question with you, and I think that that should help you with the rest. There is a hint for the last question, 15, I think, listed there, and so have a look at that to help you out with that one, please. All right. So for the first question, for all of these, as a matter of fact, we're going to use this formula that you see down at the bottom here. And I know it's a little confusing. Everything that goes in the formula is listed underneath the formula, and so we can just go step by step through all of those things and fill in the formula appropriately. So for the 65th percentile, you're looking for P65 equals, and we're going to use the formula from the bottom of the page. Lx is the lower limit of the class containing the x percentile, and so we need to put that in. So the thing that we don't know yet is where to find this particular value, and so we have a total in the cumulative frequency chart here as we're adding up. The best thing to do here would be to put a cumulative total or a running total as we go along. So we have 10, 20, 28, 34, 38, and 40. So 40 is your N. 40 is the total number of pieces of data here. And so when we're looking for the 65th percentile, we're looking for the 65th times 65% of the 40 pieces of data that we've got here. And so 65%, 0.65 times 40 is going to be 26. So that tells us that we're looking right here in this interval, because that's where the 26th piece of data is going to land, because we go from 20 pieces in the previous chart up to 28. So now we're going to focus on that particular row in the chart for all of the things that we're looking for. So Lx is the lower limit of the class containing the x percentile. So Lx is going to be 30. Now, I is the size of the class interval, and so each of these intervals or bins has 10 values in it, so I is going to be equal to 10. N is your total number of pieces of data or observations, and so that's 40. X is the value of the desired percentile, so all that means is we're finding the 65th percentile, so 65 is x. The sum of FC, that's the cumulative frequency below the class containing the x percentile. So that's going to be this figure right here. There were 20 data pieces so far before we got to that interval. And the last one is Fx, which is the number of observations in the class containing the percentile that we're looking for. So there are 8 observations in this percentile. So if you put those into the formula above, then we're going to have 30 plus 10 times 40 times 65 over 100 minus the sum of the frequencies, which is the 20. And we're going to divide all of that by 8, which is the frequency of the row that we're looking at. So I don't need to do this all the way out for you, I'm sure, but just I will remind you to use BEDMAS when you're doing it. Calculate what you've got in the bracket first as a whole solution, multiply it by 10, and then add 30. And that will give you your 65th percentile. And you can always double check and make sure that the value that you get is in between 30 and 40, because we know it will be. We just don't know the exact value in that 10 value range. And so the P65 calculation will let us do that. So the fourth decile is P40. The first quartile is P25. The median is P50. And like I said, this last question here is a little tricky. You have to work backwards a little bit, but there is a hint contained in the solutions. And so have a look at that and let me know if you still need help with it. Thanks.